on the Syllable D900 Mini Dual Wireless Bluetooths. Now, I've been rocking these Bluetooths for like a week now. Took a little extended time to review these. Why? To see if they really keep the consistency of what I've been finding. Look at the Bluetooth. You have a piano black type looking, Syllable logos, triangle look on the buttons. You have these wing tips. You have long ear tips that fit in your ear pretty snug. You get a very good seal, and that seals in the sound. You get a lot of sound isolation with these. Not bad at all. And they look good. The case. Syllable logo, plastic case, micro USB port, and this is how you charge. You got the prongs inside. You have a LED light telling you that they're charging, and they say these can charge your Bluetooth up to 6 times. I haven't really found that, but it does charge up your Bluetooths. Now, what I find is when you give them a complete charge, you're going to get about 2 hours of continuous usage with these Bluetooths. That's not bad at all. When you charge it through the case, it might be a little bit less. I found that to be very inconsistent. You got to make sure the prongs line up. Otherwise, if one Bluetooth didn't get charged, you might have to charge them again. So you got to be consistent with that. But the sound on these Bluetooths are absolutely incredible. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a listen to the sound early so you guys can hear how good the sound is on these Bluetooths. These Bluetooths sound so good, you can hear them pumping from here. So let's take a listen to how these sound. These Syllable Bluetooth really pack a punch when it comes to the sound. The sound on these Bluetooths, you heard it for yourself. Very strong, very punchy, good volume, good sound. I like it. When it comes to the sound, these are pretty good. Now, let's talk further. When it comes to the seal, you get a good sound isolation. These wingtips actually do help in keeping this in place. But after long sessions or you start doing some work, you might have to readjust it to make sure you keep it in your ears, because they will fall out if you don't pay attention. And that might be an issue for you depending on what you do for work. Now, battery life. Battery life is 2 hours. 2 hours or maybe less if they don't charge up properly. So you got to be careful of that. So 2 hours of battery life is not something I'm exactly excited about, but you do have the case that charges it up. At least Syllable says up to 6 times. But for me, I would say let's keep it 4 times. So, battery life is pretty much within the norm of how these Bluetooths are. The case is a plus. The case can charge it, so you put it in your purse. But if you put it in your purse to charge up, these prongs got to be in place. So if you put it in your purse and you're walking around, it might lose its connection, but you can see they're pretty sturdy. They stay in place. But I won't trust that, because there was a few times that I had it charging and within 10 minutes, one side is dying. So you got to be wary of that. The Bluetooth connection is pretty good. Once you get it connected, you're okay. But sometimes you have problem reconnecting to your phone. So be wary of that. But for the price, $50, what you're getting, a beautiful case. You're getting a nice pouch. And you're getting these Bluetooths that can give you 2 hours. But they can pretty much, if you're not a person who wear these things for a long time, you can pretty much have it charging back in the case for that next session, and you'll be all right, because that has an internal battery. So the Syllable D900 Mini, they're a definite improvement over other Bluetooths, but these are not nowhere near the top of the food chain. I would definitely say they're okay, they're worth the buy, but I don't 100% recommend it. So they're worth the buy for the sound, because the sound is through the roof awesome, but everything else is about mid-range. So that's my review of the Syllable D900 Mini.